What's up, everybody? NorbCam coming at you on my way home, actually, from the Seahawks draft party, which was a lot of fun. Get to hang out. If you saw my live stream earlier, a lot of Seahawks fans, a lot of 12s out there at the Hyatt Regency Hotel, Lake Washington. Enjoyed hanging out with everybody and just sharing the enjoyment, the countdown of watching to see what the Seahawks would do. And I guess to some people's surprise, they actually did pick at 12, which was or at the 9th spot, and was, I wasn't sure what they were going to do. I thought maybe pass rusher, but offensive tackle was my second. It's the second option that I thought would be good. And so Charles Cross, I'm curious what to think with you guys, having kind of soaked it all in. You guys happy with the trade, with the draft pickup? Position wise, I think it's, it made sense to me. Now the question is, did they pick the right guy? Obviously they could have had a couple of other options there, but it seems like, on paper anyway, Charles Cross seemed to be a good pickup, and definitely one of the biggest positions of need out of many, given the fact that they have no real legit left tackle. They had to kind of do it. So listen to a little bit of the press conference, John Schneider, Pete Carroll, and then I remembered my own pledge about how I'm not going to listen to any more press conferences. So I started listening to it, and I thought, why am I listening to this? Whatever is said is all going to just pan out anyway once we really see the goods play out. But at least it's nice to see it. Whoever's going to be under quarterback, under center quarterback of this year, whether it be Drew Lock or Gino or some quarterback we draft later in the rounds. It's nice to at least know that getting them decent protection. It is kind of funny, they talked about how this draft really was not a quarterback draft, and one quarterback taken in the first round, and all these guys, including Malik Willis, all pushing down to the second round. So clearly not the quarterback, not the draft to be trying to get to your franchise quarterback. I think we all knew that anyway. And obviously the teams knew it too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. See how far these guys continue to drop as the draft continues. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be loosely watching this later this morning. Actually, early tomorrow morning, I'm going to be taking a flight to head down to Reno to watch Sophie's team play in yet another volleyball tournament. This time the Far Eastern qualifier. Yes, in Reno, Nevada. So I'll be there for the weekend watching. So the draft I'll have to be kind of keeping tabs on via phone and news and Twitter to see what the Seahawks do. So I think she's going to be playing during the time the draft is happening. So I'm going to miss the live breaking stuff as it happens. But that's okay. It'll be interesting to see when the Seahawks draft 40 and 41 tomorrow in the second round. It's gonna be a lot of action there. See what they do with those two picks. But it was fun. It was just overall it was fun to be able to hang out with some Seahawks fans, since we haven't had any kind of events really since the season ended, and haven't had a draft party for a long time. So it was fun to just be able to feel some of that Seahawk fandomness again, because since all this stuff has happened with Russell Wilson being traded and Bobby Wagner being released, I haven't really been around a lot of Seahawks fans to kind of even just feel that camaraderie of sharing in the excitement of your team. So it was fun to just see a lot of different people, and got to chat with some of the Seahawks personnel that I know, and get their take on what's going on with the team. But there's definitely a lot of optimism especially from the defensive side. And just a lot of question marks on the offensive side of things. I think it's kind of the feel right now. Since nobody knows who the most important position on the field, who that's going to be yet, you know? Still a lot of different, but certainly no clear idea of who's going to be the quarterback for 2022. So that will be interesting to see as it comes along. We may not really know until well into the summer. But it's definitely going to be a very different, very fun season, just different from what we're used to. But you know, it might be one of those seasons where we've been so used to Russell Wilson's style of football that having a, quote, boring quarterback who kind of more sits in the pocket and just throws might, you know, I think could be a refreshingly positive change of pace. You won't see all the spectacular types of plays, but maybe we'll see just a lot of more boring, solid, you know, moving the sticks types of passes. And couple that with a running game that if we could actually get Chris Carson and Rashad Penny moving and healthy on the field at the same time, which was always the plan before, and just never worked out because one or both were injured at multiple times during the season. We can get those two guys going and last through the season together. Man, I mean, that would completely change the nature of our offense and take a lot of pressure off the quarterback, whoever that might be. You know, and we still got you know, a lot of great tight ends. We got our star number 1 and 2 receivers, so that part of it is still going to be there. And now we've got, you know, a good chunk of the line puzzle beefed up, which is awesome. So, you know, it's going to be a lot of things to be optimistic about. So we'll see how it continues to go through the draft. But, you know, it's a good start. Good start. So anyway, got to tune in for the night, but appreciate you guys always hopping on here. It's a lot of fun just reconnecting, seeing some old friends and making some new ones. But the season continues to roll along, so appreciate you guys. We'll be in touch. I'll try to send a couple videos out from Reno and see some reactions to what does transpire through the draft in the next few rounds here, and see what the Seahawks do. It's gonna be fun. All right, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to y'all later. Good night. Go Seahawks.